Yo, this is Trent B, one half of the reality TV couple, with me and my wife Tori, where we react to reality TV shows from trashy all the way to classy. Right now, we're doing Married at First Sight, season 20, episode 7. This is titled Drama on the Menu. This one here is supposed to be the big dinner table scene where everybody kind of was checking everybody and clocking everybody's tea. But we'll start from the beginning and kind of how we got there. With Adam and Marissa with the cringiest kitchen convo I've seen in a while. It's like watching two dodo heads in a pod. Like the shit they're saying is just silly. It's like, what are y'all even talking about? And at first I was like, what is it that seems off with this? But then they kind of touched on it at the end there when people kind of called them out. It's like a very surface level, very non-serious conversation and a very non-serious relationship. It's purely physical. It's like, what the hell do y'all talk about? It seemed like they do a lot of just joking and a lot of playing and a lot of non-serious shit, right? She has a certain tonality where it's like really flirty and it's like, yes, Adam. And, he's like, yeah, well, me, I can play the piano and, I can do this and I'm just the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm going to wear a big, ugly, loud ass suit at the dinner table. And I'm going to tell you about the feathers in my hat. And it's like anybody that just, every time you get around some people just has to talk about themselves. Like they have to. He's just so performative. He wore that sticker on his stuff just so somebody could say something to him. And what was he making for dinner? All right, QTNA, grilled cheese and tomato soup. Is that a Seattle thing? Y'all let me know that. I've never seen that before. That was super weird to me. She said it was good that she could date somebody that's not a drinker. It's like, Marissa, are you low-key a alky? Or are you just a party girl? I don't know about that, Marissa. You might need to call somebody about that for real. Mecca and Belle Jolie just still homegirls again. Super performative, man. He's just putting on. It's like maybe at some point in his life he felt very small, so he has to just be like the biggest, loudest, most bombastic person in the room. And it's just like, you don't have to do that, bro. Just chill. And I could tell, I know Sean and Nikki went on a double date with him and Belle Jolie last night, and you could tell he showed a different side to Sean last night. And Sean's an older, more distinguished gentleman. You could see at certain points at the dinner table, he was shaking his head like, man, this dude doing too much, man. He niggering it up for real. Like after this dinner, I'm gonna have a talk with him. I'm gonna have to pull him to the side, bro, because Mecca was just like doing too much. He was this close to calling somebody the N word. Maybe Dev. He was this close to calling somebody a nigga, and it was kind of weird. I'm like, why are you doing all this? And then Nick and Megan, what's her name, Courtney? She's just really stiff, and I don't know if it's like just physically stiff. I don't know if it's like her physique. I know she works out hella hard, probably eats brown rice and chicken every day, but she's like so stiff. It's like she has a hanger in her dress or something. She's like a fucking cobra. She's stiff physically and stiff emotionally and personality wise, right? She's like a spaz. She just talks in circles, says a lot, but says nothing at the same time. Very Trumpish of her. I think that's kind of funny. Super Trumpish of her, right? And she kind of touched on her past relationships. And it's like she was super needy with them, but it's like, why not with Nick? Either it's something off with him or something off with you, or you just lying about how you were needy in the past because you're not needy at all. It's almost like he kind of icks you out. And it's like Nick at the, when they were sitting there and she kind of was like, she didn't like the awkward silence. Nick was definitely in his thoughts and he was just trying to make it to the end. You could tell he was trying to make it to the end of that contract so he can finally get his hit reality TV show and he could be the big star that he wants to be. You could tell. He was trying to, make it to the end. Hopefully this show hits finally so he don't have to do reality TV show number 7 and he can be a big old star. Because right now he's like a Z-list celebrity. And I could tell he's just looking like, damn, I got to deal with this spaz any longer. Oh my God. It's like, of course, Adam and Marissa were first at the dinner. And then, of course, Felipe and Tori were second. It's like douchebag number 1 and douchebag number 2 pulled up first. And it's like, in case y'all didn't know, Adam likes to ride jet skis. Apparently, he's picked up a new hobby, bird watching. I find that a lot of people that do the bird watching shit are either super pretentious or super particular. Sometimes both of them, right? He's super pretentious. Hella pretentious. Like the jet skis didn't even have to be brought up, but he brought them up again. Is this like Kenzie's clam slam? Is this like Kenzie when she does the splits? It's like, bruh, we get it. You got a jet ski. You ride it, motherfucker. No more. Enough. Nikki pulled up before Sean, gave an excuse for Sean. I thought that was very telling. And then she pulled up in a see-through dress. Kind of see-through. Like you can see the backside of her. And it's like, that's not very becoming of a distinguished lady late in her years. That was really weird to me how she pulled up. Like I would expect something like that for some of them 20-something girls, but not her. It's like she was trying to dress with Belle Jolie. I thought that was really weird. She looks good. She has a body for it, but it was a strange choice, right? Pulling up like that was definitely a choice. And I thought it was funny. Once again, a black couple was kicking it with each other. And I do feel like Sean needs to be held to task a little bit more. I'm going to get into him in a little bit here, but I appreciate Mecca kind of calling her out, but he needs to call Sean out too. Like somebody needs to just check Sean. Devin tried to do it, and they kind of touched on it. Sean just completely checked out. He's one of those people that's got to a certain point where he feels like he's beyond reproach at this point. He's literally on his phone texting somebody, probably scrolling Instagram, looking at his DMs or something, and it's like, hey, them hoes is empty right now. But if you make it to the end, it might blow up. Who knows, brother? You appear to have a lot of money. You appear to have it together. Some girls might be in your DMs. It remains to be seen. I think it was interesting that they kicked it with Belle Jolie and Mecca because that's the wrong couple to kick it with. They're like young. They seem like they're into each other. They're both attractive. And I think she's going to be looking at Mecca kind of comparing Sean physically because Mecca's a taller guy. He's a good looking dude. I don't think that's the people they need to be kicking it with right now. As far as the dinner table and the food, like what is the food? What is that there? What was that? It was like a plate full of sides, a plate full of soft, mushy looking sides. It's like, what the hell they feed these people? Gruel? And it's like, where's the protein? It's like, Kinetic, y'all back at that shit again. Y'all got to get another soup. Y'all back on that bullshit. Get them people some soup or something. Give them what Adam made the other night. Give them some grilled cheese sandwiches or some soup or something. God damn, get them something, man. Y'all could have made them fool some wings or some shit. Golly. Devin and Caitlyn, that little part, they didn't really give nothing. They gave her a lot of grace. I think she's kind of trying to get away from that villain edit. So whatever. Devin was the one who really stepped up. He called. He kind of checked Nikki a little bit, like a step too far, a little bit in my opinion, considering how Sean was. But I appreciate him. He definitely showed a certain level of emotional maturity that I think they needed at that table for sure. It's like Mecca and Belle Jolie, like the ass comment, it didn't hit like you thought it did, bro. That was weird. Like that was not a comment becoming of a wife. And it's like, I get it. You doing the grandstand and shit for some reason. You feel like you need to be the life of the party. That's cool with your daddy logic. But when you're around a bunch of other adults with fully formed brains, turn some of that shit down a little bit. You don't want to talk about your wife like that. They can see her. They can see she looks good. They can see she got an ass. You don't need to do that. That was so weird to me. Once again, just performative, man. And it's like Sean was just icked out by that. You could tell. Tori and Felipe, I feel like Tori did a really good job. She carried herself and acquitted herself like a wife when addressing the problem that they had, right? The sex they had is something off. Something obviously was off, but she did her best to make sure that he didn't look bad, right? She was like, it didn't have nothing to do with him. Really? It had something to do with him. Trust me. It has something to do with him. I don't know about that one. She's protecting him as much as possible. True wifey shit. We appreciate it. But what is the issue? You never really touched on that, right? Maybe we should get into it a little bit later on. And of course, I appreciate we kind of ended it with Nikki and Sean for the most part at the table and also on the street. They have so many ups and downs. They're super toxic, right? It's good that Mecca and Belle Jolie were there to be able to witness the madness. And nobody really kind of came to Nikki's defense. So maybe she was wilding. But at the end of the day, the root of the issue is that Nikki don't like him. I do feel like when it comes to guys and girl dynamics, I think a guy can kind of work from a girl not being fully into him a lot more than a girl can because guys are more just physical and more visual. Like if a girl is not attractive to a guy, it's not much he can do to come back. But if a guy is attractive enough, if he has a baseline attraction, he can kind of work his way back by acting accordingly, right? By providing other things for her. But I don't think it's tough. I don't even think he hits that baseline attraction level for her. So they're going to have an issue until the end of the show. But again, they're trying to fulfill their contract for whatever reason. It's clear they're both just here just for the money. Maybe they pick up them checks, maybe they get the fame, but it's for something, right? Them both. I appreciate that. Sean is definitely a know-it-all and above everything. Sean is super manipulative. He's very manipulative. He's probably one of the most manipulative people I've seen on TV in a long time. He knows what he's doing. It's like he pushes her buttons, he pushes her to a point, and when she reacts and says, like, hey, stop pushing my buttons, he's like, wait a minute, what is this? Why are you acting crazy? I didn't do anything to you. Super manipulative, gaslighting to the T. I peeped it when he was like, when they brought up the conversation and he kind of didn't really say he said anything. He just kind of sat there looking like a sad puppy, like I'll sell him, like this right here. Just looking like, acting like he's just a abused puppy or something. And it's like, he just let her, like what she said, I appreciate she called him out at the end. He just hung her out to dry. He just only want to make her look bad and want to make himself look good. And like what she said, he's trying to win. Because I know Nikki's not dumb. Nikki's clocking what he's doing. It's just in the moment, she's too wrapped up in her feelings to try to win. And it's like Sean is trying to play the long game. He's very manipulative, man, for real, for real. I could tell at that table he was playing the game and he played it perfectly. He made her look crazy. She keeps saying he called her crazy. He even admitted he called her crazy, but at the dinner table, he didn't say he called her crazy. He didn't admit to calling her crazy. And then at the end, he said he did call her crazy. And he claimed he said it at the table or tried to do some type of gaslighting. You said I didn't. Well, you only want to hear what you wanted to hear. It's like, nah, bro, you can't do that with all them people there. You can do that when it's just you and Nikki and the camera people, but when it's everybody at the table, you can't pull that little manipulating Jedi mind trick shit you want to do. She's just talking in circles again in the car and at the table. what she said about the guys need to be more confident, it feels like projection, like the ultimate amount of projection, right? Um, I think what she was trying to say was that the guys need to be more comfortable with being rejected, or they need to be more comfortable with not getting their way right away, because she used people like Adam and Devin as examples. I think that's what the point she was trying to make. And if that's true, then that's agreed. I get that ditto, right? But we don't really know because she was talking so much in circles and not saying anything. It kind of got lost. I could tell when she's talking, it's like Charlie Brown, like wah 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 wah. Charlie Brown's teacher talking to him, right? Even Nick is probably like, no, 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 no. He's probably like, just checked out. So she got to tighten it up, right? They ended with a perfect couple, like, and I think Nikki did the right thing. That's what I prefer Nikki to do because she can't really win with Sean in the court of public opinion because he's just talking and just maneuvering circles around her in this PR battle that they're on right now. So truth be told, they're in a PR battle. He's moving circles around her in this PR battle. So she's just trying to create space right now and come to a mediator because I can understand what she's saying. It's tough dealing with a gaslighter, a manipulator, and somebody as passive aggressive as Sean. He would drive her crazy if she really gave a fuck about him, right? So I'm gonna take you to a mediator because if I don't, I'm gonna end up strangling you. So she kind of got to separate. She kind of got to get her own space and just come to an unbiased counsel, right? I think that's the best for them. So I'm interested to see what that's like for the next episode. Once again, I'm only doing 7 right now. I'm gonna watch 8, kind of break that down as well here shortly. 9 as well. The episode's really good. It's turning up. Y'all tell me what y'all think about all the couples, all the what happened at the dinner table. Y'all tell me who y'all think is some of the strongest couples. Y'all tell me who y'all think is some of the weaker couples. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the people individually, like who's y'all favorites, who's y'all least favorites. And I want y'all to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all show love to the YouTube. We're trying to grow that YouTube up to as big as possible. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.